All right, folks, we're back here live from Viera Regional Park. I do apologize. For some reason, our app is just not cooperating with us today. So we switched to a regular Facebook Live to make sure you can watch this lag-free. Again, I do apologize to those who are tuning in from the other stream. Apparently, the internet signal, I have no clue what happened. Our signal started out great this morning, and so we thought we'd be able to run our app, and when we ran our app, the signal just disappeared. But anyway, here we go to the outside. There's Luke Pettit. Pettit down the sideline. Luke Pettit. Touchdown, Satellite Beach. And that puts 6 on the board here with 4:01 left to go here in the first quarter. Again, all of today's coverage brought to you by the McCann Group, Beachside Kelly Williams Real Estate. I'd like to thank them for their support of Pop Warner. Football here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, we're back. We're ready. I'm settled. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for as the point after try. And there's going to be number 28. Number 28 cuts back inside, trying to avoid dragging defenders, and he's in. So it's 7-0. Satellite Beach with 4:01 left to go here in the first quarter. Again, let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. I'd like to thank Kelly Williams and the McCann Group. Kelly Williams Real Estate and the McCann Group Beachside. Give Kelly a contact at 239-297-9504. So something happened here, and now the Hawks will get the ball first and 10 from the 35-yard line. And now we'll see the 6U Hawks again. We saw this matchup last week, a 20-12 victory for the Suntree Viera Hawks last week, and that game took place at Zach Seeley Field. So Satellite Beach gets on the board first, looking to spoil homecoming for SVYFL. I formation. That's a deep I formation handoff, and that time that Satellite Beach defense was not having, that was the number 7 on the tackle. Vinzino Chiaka making the stop. I believe that was Kane Wallace on the carry. 2nd and 11 here for Suntree Viera. Again, this is their first possession. .318 left to go here in the first quarter. We're going to be here all day long for all the action. This is the action you want to be watching. And if you're not watching this action, then my buddy Alan Slaughterzinski has in the ACYAA, the Cocoa Tigers and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. He's going to take it himself. There's going to be number 12. Cuts up inside. He's got some room. He's got space. Drops the ball. Ball's on the ground. That was Widmeyer. And I think Widmeyer fell on it, and it will be a Suntree Viera Hawk and a Kelly Williams Real Estate and McCann Group first down. With 2:44 left to go here in the first. That was almost disastrous. Be first and 10 from the 27-yard line. 26-yard line. Cohen hands off to the first back through. That's Kane Wallace. Kane Wallace trying to get his lead blocker to go put a hat on somebody. And number 15, Cruz Ceballos on the tackle for Satellite Beach. Again, Satellite Beach leads 7-0 with 1:45 left to go here in the first quarter of 6U action.
There is no tobacco use here at the facility. Also, one of the pet peeves we have here is you cannot stand on the fence or on the sidewalk. Please back away from the fence and sidewalk.
There's a handoff, and fighting his way through. And Cohen Widmeyer continuing to use his physical running style to pick up 5 yards. 3rd and 5 here for Suntree Viera at about the 20 or 21 yard line. Again, this drive started on the 35-yard line. Fires and incomplete, but read all the way. There on the coverage was number 15, Cruz Ceballos. Andrew Teeter. Landry Tudor was the intended receiver. I'd like to welcome Mr. Thompson to the broadcast. Hope you enjoyed your night last night, your nice week off. I'd like to welcome Mr. Flores to the broadcast. Megan Robertson. Everyone watching here on the Brevard Sports Network. And here he goes again. Cohen keeps it himself and gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. With 17 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. It's 7-6 pending the extra point, and the Hawks answer with a drive of their own. A 45-yard drive in which the biggest plays came from Mr. Cohen, Widmeyer, Widmeyer really put the team on his back there and really made some things happen. And here comes Widmeyer again, and Widmeyer this time wrapped up. And it's 7-6. Satellite leads. Again, we'd like to thank Kelly Williams Real Estate and the McCann Group Beachside for sponsoring all of today's coverage here from Viera Regional Park. As we got us a football party here, 7-6, with 17 seconds left to go here in the first quarter between the Hawks and the Scorpions. And now we'll get to see Luke Pettit and the Satellite Beach offense come back onto the field. And something happened on the play, and now instead of starting from the 25, they are starting from the 35-yard line. So on each of the last two plays, each of the last two scoring opportunities, something's happened after the play, and they start now from the 35 instead of the 40, instead of the 25. "17 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Score is 7-6. Scorpions on top. Pettit calls for the snap. He's going to fake. No, he gives it off there to number 24. Cuts back and right into a bunch of Hawk defenders. On the carry, that was Jacob Barty. And number 10, Camilio Ronsterma on the tackle. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1 to start the second quarter. That will be the final play of the first quarter. Again, we'd like to thank Kelly Williams Real Estate and the McCann Group Beachside for all of today's action and making it possible so the Brevard Sports Network could be out here broadcasting these two wonderful programs today. It's one of my favorite weekends of the year, watching these two programs go at it. When you talk about intensity in this rivalry, take a look at the playoff game last year between Satellite Beach and Suntree Viera 14U, a game that went down to the wire, scoreless through 3 quarters. Actually, scoreless through 2 quarters. And then Derek Schmadicke with a huge run and a strip fumble, scoop, and score from Mikkel Zades, who was the quarterback of that Satellite Beach 14U team last year in the ECC playoff game. So, I mean, when it comes to these two programs, there's intensity to these rivalries. Each want to be county superior, regionally superior. Fresh 8 on the clock as we start the second quarter. As we switch sides, and here comes the Hawks, or the Scorpions. 2nd down and about 1. And ball's on the ground. That will blow the play dead. Third and 1 here for Satellite Beach. Satellite Beach trying to get Jacob Barty involved. Cruz Sabalos. And, of course, Luke Pettit is the quarterback of this 6U Scorpion squad. Gives it off to Ceballos. Ceballos trying to get to the outside. Cuts back inside. On the cutback lane. He's got room to run. He's got one man to be with a blocker. Cuts back. And Ceballos cuts back again. Zigzagging his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Satellite Beach. I mean, you want to talk about smart running. Just he set up his own cutback lane, follows a blocker, then he gives one more cutback for good measure, making sure no one had an angle, and puts that in the end zone. That was a great run. And Pettit is going to race to the pylon. He'll get in, and Satellite Beach jumps up 14-6 here with 7 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. I'll tell you what, folks. Let me go ahead and update it in the chat.
All proceeds go to help support the Suntree Viera Hawks Nation.
So here we go. Now we got the score pinned at the bottom of the chat. Again, I do apologize. We're not able to use our app for some reason. Just the signal just not cooperating with us. I have not a clue why. But don't worry, I'll update the score and time about every 2 minutes, every 90 seconds, about 2 minutes. So you will always know where we are at in this game. 7 minutes left to go. And it's 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. There's looked to be a fumble or trouble with the snap there. Again, let all your friends and family know they can watch all of today's action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. I will be here all the way to the end of 14U. And there's a snap, and again, the turf monster comes up and trips him up. Be third down here. And on this drive, for some reason, Satellite Beach has not been able to get anything rolling on this drive. 5:57 left to go here in the second quarter. 14-6 is your score. There, it's pinned in the chat. Widmeyer under center. Widmeyer, again, confusion on who was supposed to, where the play was supposed to go. Aiden Friedel will get knocked in the backfield. And I believe that was Cruz Ceballos on the tackle. Aiden being given an opportunity, and again, just a miscommunication. We are not used to seeing this from the 6U Hawks team. (14-6) your score. Coming up on 4.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Coming up at halftime, if the cheer, I don't see either cheer squad, so absolutely nothing will be coming up in the first half. And there's a false start. That'll back up the Hawks. It's going to make it 4th and even longer. It's currently 4th and 15. That'll back them up. That should make it 4th and about 20 for the Suntree Viera Hawks. And it things just not working out right now for this Hawks offense. And gives it to Widmeyer, and Widmeyer not able to get anything. And that'll be a turnover on downs. And that will give the Scorpions officials timeout, water break. And the Scorpions will take over with 4:07 left to go here in the first half. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors for today, Kelly Williams Real Estate and McCann the McCann Group Beachside for stepping up and sponsoring all of today's coverage. Hopefully you're enjoying this beautiful Saturday morning. Maybe you got your coffee sitting there, you're sitting in your chair at home. Maybe have this buzzed up to the big TV, putting the kids on the big TV where a lot of these athletes hope to play for high school and the next levels after that. .407 left to go here in the second quarter. Beautiful breeze on this wonderful Saturday morning, live from Viera Regional Park. And lots of movement. Luke Pettit makes a man miss. Luke Pettit dragging defenders, and he'll pick up a nice gain there on first down. Get about 9 yards on the play to bring up 2nd and 1 here for the Scorpions. 3.5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Snap being called for. And it will be a direct snap. And that's going to be a Satellite Beach first down and then some. It's number 28, Colton Freeman, on the carry. And Freeman will pick up a Kelly Real Estate and McCann Group Beachside first down with 3 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. And we'll make it 1st and 10 from about the 26-yard line. Pettit conferring with his coach about the play call, making sure everything is in order. Pettit going around the left side. And Pettit down the sideline, cuts back inside, surrounded by Hawks. And he'll pick up a gain of about 5 or 6 yards. Check that. It's going to be longer than that. It will be enough for a Satellite Beach first down. As they are inside the Kelly Williams Real Estate McCann Group Beachside red zone. About the 13 or 14 yard line. And ball's on the ground, so that'll blow the play dead. Second and 10 here for Satellite Beach. Second and 10 from the 14-yard line. There's a handoff to Ceballos. Ceballos looking for the cutback lane. Reverses field. Cuts upfield and unfortunately runs into his own blocker, which will end that run. But will pick up another nice gain. PA guy loves messing with me. It's going to be 3rd and about 5 here for Satellite Beach. I was wondering why I was hearing an echo. PA guy had the stream up and put it up to the PA microphone. Pettit takes a snap. Pettit around the right side. Cuts back inside and is tackled there by number 16, Mavericks. Nope. Number 16, Aiden Friedel on the tackle. And it will be enough. It will be 1st and goal for the Scorpions. There's an official timeout. Satellite Beach looking to make this a 2-possession game going into halftime. 32 seconds left to go here in the first half. Remember, the score of this was 20-12. Ceballos back in the quarterback position, calling for the snap, and there's all sorts of movement there. Laundry on the field. Will be a false start on the Scorpions. Now, so we'll have one untimed down, I believe. They're not going to put any more time on the clock. It'll just be one untimed down. So Satellite Beach has one more opportunity. The Hawks get the ball to start the second half. So if you could go up two scores here, that would be huge going into halftime. Check that. They put 1 second on the clock. Sballo sends the man in motion. And that should do it. And folks, we're at halftime with your score. Satellite Beach 14, SVYFL 6. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with second half action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, folks, we are back here live on the Brevard Sports Network for second half action. It's third quarter. And the Hawks will get the ball to start here the second half. Down 14-6. Widmeyer thought about throwing it. Now he's going to take it on his own. Widmeyer runs into a Scorpion. He should have enough for a Suntree Viera Hawk first down. There on the tackle there is number 8. It's going to be Kai Strolin. And Strolin makes the tackle, but not before Widmeyer takes a 11-yard gain. Widmeyer one back in the backfield. I believe that's number 15, Kane Wallace. Gonna hand it off, and he hands off to Wallace. Wallace with a big hole. Wallace down the sideline. Kane Wallace into the end zone. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. And with 7:06 left to play here in the first quarter, the Hawks open up their first drive with a 2-play touchdown drive. Oh, check that. No touchdown. Check that. No touchdown. It's going to be first and goal from, they say he stepped out of bounds. Wait. Saw hands go up for a touchdown, so why? Cohen fires and incomplete, or completed, but PA announcer is messing me up, man. All right, so it was a touchdown. So as they get relined up with 6:30 left to play here in the third quarter, it's 14-12. We update the score in the chat. There we go. Now we'll pin that comment. All right, here we go. So the first drive for Satellite Beach here in the third quarter. Currently now only leading by 2. Chiaka dishes out a stiff arm, and Chiaka picks himself up a first down. Put him back there for a direct snap and had himself a nice run. Vincenzo Chiaka. Looks like he's going to take another direct snap. Why not? He's telling Coach, that hole right there? I got you, Coach. There's the snap. Chiaka this time goes to the outside. He'll pick up a Satellite Beach first down. Wait a minute. So they're saying he stepped out of bounds. Picked up a gain of 2. It's going to be 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1 here, and Chiaka take the snap. Chiaka going back the same path. He's got a first down and then some. Dishing out some stiff arms before finally being brought down at about the 26-yard line. And there's an injury timeout. While we have the timeout, I'd like to thank our sponsors, the McCann Group Real Estate. Kelly Williams with McCann Group Real Estate Beachside. They've stepped up to partner with the Brevard Sports Network and making sure we can bring you all this great action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Tell your friends, tell your family. They can't make it here. 4:52 left to go. (14-12) here in the third quarter. 4:52. Satellite though driving. And there's going to be another ball carrier. That's number 8. That's Luke Pettit. And Pettit fighting his way forward for a gain of about 3 yards on the play. Brought down by a kettle of Hawks. Going to bring up second down and about 6 for Satellite Beach. And look at that, a beautiful play design. Sabalos. That was a great play design, just the speed of the Hawks. That defense caught up with them that time. Landry Tudor on the tackle. Going to bring up third down and about 5 here for Satellite Beach. And a miscommunication. No one really knew what to do. And on the tackle there was number 15, Kane Wallace. I think someone was supposed to come in motion, and someone didn't come in motion. 4th and about 8 now. Loss of 3 yards, 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Tell you what, Satellite Beach needs to put another score on the board because right now momentum seems to be swinging to Suntree Viera. They need to do something to bring momentum back to their side of the field. There's the motion, and there's the keeper. Pettit tried to keep it himself on the fake. And it will be a turnover on downs. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for Suntree Viera. A minute 26 left to go here in the third. And Luke Pettit currently down on the play as coaches go to check on him. Again, coming up next, 8U action here on the Brevard Sports Network. As the injured Scorpion is up and ready back to play. As he comes off the field, it's Luke Pettit who is down. But he's back up walking on his own 2 feet. So now back to the game. A minute 26 left to go here in the third. And the Hawks have it 1st and 10 from the 45, not 45. Let's try 35. 35-yard line. Again, sometimes you forget that 6U plays on the shortened 80-yard field, so you got to convert what the actual line says to the shorter field. Minute 26. And there's Widmeyer around the left side. Widmeyer's got room and brought down hard by the face mask. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty added on to the end of the run. He already had enough to pick up a Suntree Viera Hawk 1st down. So a 1st down run. Yes, sir. Already had enough for a 1st down. Then you're going to tack on the 15 for the big face mask, which was the reason behind the tackle. And so that is a huge play there for Suntree Viera as momentum has completely swung to their side coming out of halftime. Again, I think when you go back and watch this game, you'll go back to that drive just before halftime when Satellite Beach could not put it in the end zone. Widmeyer on the snap. He's going to give it to Tudor. Tudor, unfortunately, runs into his own lineman, and Cruz Sabalos with the tackle, keeping that gain to a minimum. They'll say he got back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10 from about the 22, 23-yard line. Widmeyer hands off to Tudor, and Tudor will be wrapped up. First one there on the tackle was number 8, Kai Strolin. Going to be 3rd down at about the 20-yard line. 7 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Widmeyer's got to avoid pressure, and he does. He finds a hole. Widmeyer to the house. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. And that will do it for the third quarter, pending the extra point. And the Suntree Viera Hawks have taken the lead 18-14. Again, pending the extra point. Could go up by 5. And the extra point is no good. It's 18-14 with the start of the fourth quarter. So, Satellite Beach had been leading this for a majority of the game. And just as the third quarter comes to an end, the Suntree Viera Hawks put a score on to take the lead. Does Satellite Beach have something left in the tank to completely flip this script? Again, you know they're trying to take back the win from last week when Suntree Viera came over and beat them 20-12 at Zach Sealy. You know the Scorpions would love to return that favor and beat. And there's Luke Pettit. Luke Pettit slips out of a tackle, slips out of another tackle, giving out stiff arms like Christmas presents. And Luke Pettit with a huge gain, saying, "Coach, put the team on my back. I'll carry us to the promised land." And it will be 1st and 10 from the Hawk 21-yard line. Pettit is not going to get anywhere. Great job by the defensive end there, staying home and allowing Pettit to come to him. It's going to be number 15, Kane Wallace. He'll lose about 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 12 from the Hawk 23-yard line. 7:25 left to go here in the game. And there's Chiaka. Chiaka said, "I'm going to put this one in the end zone." Touchdown, Satellite Beach. And Satellite Beach responds with 6:39 left to go in the game. On the 23-yard touchdown rush for Chiaka, puts the Satellite Beach Scorpions up 20-18. And Pettit, they were trying to throw for two, trying to make it a 4-point game, and it's 20-18. Got Meredith D'Amelia saying, "Yay, Vinny." I was screaming at Maddie's softball game, "You go, Vinny." Five-ball. Great atmosphere here at Suntree Viera. Live from Viera Regional Park. It's a beautiful day. There's a nice breeze moving across. Beautiful day for football, and I'm going to be here all day long. 6:39 left to go here in the game. Got Lindsay Marie says, "Let's go, Scorps." Hawks are going to line up in the I formation. Tudor will be sent out wide here on the bottom of your screen. And he's going to hand it off there to Wallace. Wallace cuts upfield. Wallace might have gained a yard or so before being brought down by Chiaka. Chiaka with great backside pursuit, making the play. And Widmeyer around that right side. Widmeyer trying to find any sort of running room. Gets behind some blockers. And he'll be close to a Suntree Viera Hawk first down, depending on where they mark it. 5:23 left to go here in the game. And they're going to give it to him. He's got a first down. They're going to say he made it. Timeout. It's going to be an official's timeout with the water break. Folks, I told you this was going to be an interesting game. It was a great game last week. This week it's an even better game. 20-18, 5:11 left to go here in the game. Momentum swinging back and forth between the Suntree Viera sideline. And now it's swung back to Satellite Beach. Now Viera slowly churning up the field. Who's going to have the stop that matters? Can the Satellite Beach defense get the stop, or will Suntree Viera pull another rabbit out of the hat? We've seen both in both instances all season long. These are two good 6U teams. Here we go. And trouble with the snap. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Can't have that if you are your Suntree Viera. You cannot have that right now. 4:45 left to go here in the game. This drive here is potentially for the game. Widmeyer keeps it, and he'll be brought down after a huge loss. That's going to be number... That's going to be, it's going to be Agent Zero. I don't have him on the roster. Last person I called Agent Zero. Well, he had a cup of coffee in the NFL on some practice squads. Named Jay Sean Corbin might ring a bell to some. And again, another confusion on the play, and you can't have that. There's Chiaka, who put the Satellite Beach Scorpions on top, now making another play in the backfield. And it's going to be 4th and long. Fourth and 16 for the ball game. If Suntree Viera does not convert here, Satellite Beach wins the ball game right here. Widmeyer on the snap. Widmeyer is going to keep it in his own hands. Widmeyer right on the right side. Cuts back inside. Tries to slip out of a tackle. And he will be way short of a first down. And it will be 1st and 10, Satellite Beach. With 2 minutes left to go in the game. Coming up next after this game, we will shut this live off and get the device ready for 8U action. And they're going to put, it looks like they're going to put Chiaka back there to cap this one off, and how fitting. He had the go-ahead touchdown here in the second half. Chiaka going to get to the outside, following his blockers. Now he's going to be his own blocker. There's a stiff arm. And he'll have himself another first down. Going to be Vinny Chiaka. Again, just how fitting is it? Suntree Viera came over to Zach Seeley Field and handed them a loss, 20-12, last week. And Satellite Beach comes to Viera Regional Park and says, we're going to return the favor. A slimmer margin, but returning the favor nonetheless. A minute and a half left to go. Probably 2 more snaps and that'll do it. Pettit around the left side. Cuts back inside. Pettit fighting to stay in bounds. Timeout. Timeout Suntree Viera. I mean, I'm shocked we didn't see that earlier, if I'm being honest with you. But what a great game this has been. Again, after this stream, we will shut this stream off and get the device set up for 8U action between the Hawks and the Scorpions all day long. Got Meredith D'Amelia says, "Go Luke!" Exclamation points. As the 8U Scorpions walk on to support their teammates at the 6U division. And they're going to go in the victory formation. And Pettit with a stiff arm. Pettit around the right side. Pettit makes a man miss. Pettit is going to cap this one off. Exclamation point. Touchdown, Satellite Beach. With 45 seconds remaining, I thought they were just going to run the clock out. No, Luke Pettit said, I want to put one more on the board. I want to seal the deal. Tried passing for 2, and that'll be incomplete. But the point is moot. Well, I say the point is moot, but I'm looking at it, it's an 8-point game. So theoretically, Suntree Viera, if they can score within 1 or 2 plays and convert the 2-point conversion, we could have a tie game. So not exactly easy street. You still got to play defense for 1 or 2 plays. Widmeyer cuts back outside. Widmeyer has got some space. And with a cutback, they got to hustle to the line. They got to show some urgency right here. 34 seconds. Ball's been set. Clock has started. 30 seconds left. I don't think Suntree Viera has any more timeouts. There's a snap. Gives it off. And he'll be tackled. And that's going to do it, folks. Satellite Beach returns the favor. With a 26-18 victory, an 8-point victory over the Suntree Viera Hawks. 26-18 is your final. We'll be right back with 8U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network.